I read somewhere you were 5'2", 108 pounds as a high school freshman. And now you're here, NBA draft. What's this mean to you?
It means a lot to me, man. I've come a long way. You know, Drake said it started from the bottom. I really started from the bottom, for real. Like, I was tiny, but, you know, it just shows what God can do. You know, if you work hard and you really have faith in your abilities and dedicate yourself, anything is possible.
CJ McCollum has earned the right to be claimed one of the most deadliest scorers in the league. I mean, he just had 41 points against one of the best defensive teams in the playoffs. But his journey to this point in his career was pretty unique, and I'll explain his unique story in this video. Stay tuned, Jake.
I wanna go far, there's no stopping. I see them watching, I see them hating. One day I swear I'ma be on the station. Mama, I gotta make moves.
According to AverageHeight.co, the average height for a 14-year-old boy is 5 feet 4 inches. The average height for a 14-year-old girl at this age is 5 feet 2 inches. CJ McCollum at this age was the average height for a girl. He was only 5'2" as a freshman in high school. And keep in mind, these averages are for someone that's on pace to be a 5'9" man, not an NBA shooting guard. The average shooting guard for someone in the NBA is around 6'4" to 6'7". Michael Jordan, the greatest shooting guard of all time, was 5'10" as a freshman in high school, and Kobe Bryant, the second greatest shooting guard of all time, was around 6'1" to 6'2". So CJ McCollum was way undersized. But fortunately for him, he was granted a very late growth spurt. By his sophomore season, he grew to stand around 5 feet 7 inches, and by his junior year, he grew to stand about around 5 feet 11 inches. That's about a 9-inch growth spurt for a player in just 2 years. There's a lot of high school athletes that will want that. And CJ McCollum would use his height, and he would use his height well. In his first game as a junior, standing 5 feet 11 inches, he put up a new Glen Oak High School record, 54 points. And throughout his high school career, he would continue to work on his game to average around 29 points per game by his senior year. CJ McCollum graduated high school at the height around 6'2" and about 165 pounds. And to be honest, in today's game, that's just your typical basketball player trying to make it to the league. That size isn't that eye-popping. But CJ McCollum would go on to further his basketball career at a not so popular basketball school named Lehigh University, a school that at the time never had a basketball player drafted into the NBA. So once again, CJ McCollum's NBA chances look pretty slim. But there at Lehigh University, CJ again made an opportunity where it looked like none was there. He played all 4 seasons, averaging 22 points per game for his entire collegiate career. And in his junior year, he even upset the 2nd seed in the NCAA tournament. That 2nd seed was Duke, a team that had 6 players to go on to play in the NBA. Lehigh University had 1 in its entire existence, and that was CJ McCollum. And in the upset, CJ went off for 30 points to lead them past the Blue Devils. And there at Lehigh University, he grew about another inch and put on about 30 pounds of muscle. But unfortunately, in his senior year, he would go on to break his foot. But on the good side, he still entered his name in the draft and got selected 10th by the Trailblazers. And in his first 2 seasons, there was your average waiting process for a young player. CJ played on a very good team that already had good players like Damian Lillard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Batum, Robin Lopez. I mean, they were solid. But going into the 2015 season, Portland lost all of the guys I just named except Damian Lillard. And for the most part, everyone expected Portland to fall off the map. I mean, all it seemed like they had at the time was Damian Lillard. But CJ McCollum saw the opportunity and once again seized it. I mean, he went on to average 20 points per game and won the most improved player, forming one of the most deadliest, nastiest backcourts in the NBA. I mean, his incredible improvements helped the Trailblazers get to the 2nd round of the playoffs. And for a guy that was like 5 5'2" in high school to be this lethal in the NBA. It's just a crazy story. But I thought I would just tell you guys this quick story, because if you look at his story being 5'2" as a freshman in high school and all that stuff, and compare it to like Zion Williamson and Michael Porter Jr., these guys just like grown men in high school already. I mean, it's just crazy to see somebody literally grow into the player he is right now. I mean, he had to play 4 years at a college that has no other NBA players to this day. They still don't have any other NBA players besides him, and he still made it to the NBA in the first round. And he was 5'2" in high school, had to play 4 years. Most of these high schoolers now, they're going to be one and done. I mean, CJ McCollum, I'm just proud of the dude, man. But, you know, that's the video. I saw CJ McCollum put up 41 points, and when I saw his story, his incredible story, being that small, all the odds against him and stuff like that, man, I had to tell it, even though it's very, very quick. I know I probably still got a lot of guys that follow me that's in high school right now playing basketball, and it might seem like their chances are very slim, and this story can motivate them, because a guy like McCollum, if you compare your story to his, it might be very, very comparable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys leave a big like. Make sure you guys follow all my social medias. On Friday, I have a very, very crazy playoff video. You guys are going to love it. I hope you guys still follow me. I hope you guys turn on all of my notifications and do all of that good stuff. And until next time, guys, stay down.
Come here, I'm about to take you higher. We about to set this bitch on fire. Pour a little gas, spark up your lighter. You might not be the one, but you the one that I desire. Come here, I'm about to take you higher. We about to set this bitch on fire. Pour a little gas, spark up your lighter. You might not be the one.